Okay, I'm going to give a really quick introduction to compositing. And this is something that I'm asking you all to do for a part of your kind of weekly work on just understanding Photoshop. It's learning new tools, essentially, at this point. So what I have here is just this image of a hand pointing up at the apple that the hand wants, okay, because the hand can't reach that high. So that's what's happening in the picture. What I'm going to do is just, this is all just kind of for fun right now. So what I'm going to do is, let's just add another arm, okay? So with compositing, we can add things to images, we can remove things from images, and we can also combine images. Okay, so in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to manipulate one single image and in doing so create another arm coming out. So my favorite tool that I like to start out with is the quick select tool. Uh, and that's up here. It's the brush with the little squiggly dancing ants on it. And so I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to do that by holding the space bar and the command key on my Mac. Not sure what that is on your PC. And I'm going to, actually, first thing that I'm going to remind you to do is create a duplicate layer. Okay? I want to make sure that we're sampling all layers up here at the top. And now I'm going to click on the first part of the arm, which is the shirt. So as you can see, quick select is pretty smart. I'm then going to click on the hand, and it's done a really good job. If I continue to zoom in, I can see where it's kind of messed up. And if you notice your quick select tool, there's actually a plus sign in the middle, and that's kind of exactly what it sounds like. It's to add more area to the image. So I could add this leaf, but I don't want to do that. I'll hit Command Z. If I hold Option, that plus switches to a minus, and I can just sort of go around and refine the area. Sometimes it's easier to get too much and then go around with the minus tool and back off. I'm going to leave that towel in there just because it's kind of a part of the hand. But let me get this out of here. Let me get this out of here. I'll refine that little area. Let's scroll down. Okay, so for the sake of what we're doing, this is pretty good. Maybe I'll just add that little bit because it's what's quick select is trying to do is it's trying to find the line. You're kind of telling it where a line might be, and then it's doing its best job to locate it. Okay, so I'm going to zoom back out, and I'm going to hit copy, and it's going to say there's nothing there. I have to be on the background tool, so I'm going to hit copy, and then I'm going to click on the layer, and I'm going to hit paste. So if I now go up to my mover tool and I drag this over, we can see that there's now two of these. And if I turn on just this layer here, this new layer that we created, we can see that this is the arm. And actually we can see a part of the area where it went too far. So I could hit the erase button now, and I could just get that out of here. And of course you can refine this as much as you want. What's interesting though is all of those little extra bits that it copied over are going to blend into the rest of the tree. Okay, so we've got two arms pointing up now. How fun is that? That's exciting. Why don't we do something to make this arm a little more unique? I am going to make sure that I am clicked on this layer, and I'm going to hit Command T. So what I've just done is I've turned it into a kind of a free transform here. And what that means is I can actually choose these different options here like skew or rotate or scale, distort or perspective. And let's try just doing distort, and I can actually make this hand distorted in more ways than just angling it up. I can actually kind of make it take a completely different shape. Okay, so what I could also do is choose the rotate button, and if you see these, it creates these two arrows on the outside. I could do this and make it point in a slightly different direction coming from the same point. And to solidify your free transform of these edits that were just made, you have to hit return. So now what I could do is I could click on this this layer here, and if I hold Option, I can duplicate it. So now that I've created this extra, I can duplicate it, and you can see it created another layer copy over here. Let's just drag it over holding the Option key one more time, and as you can see, it created another layer. So there's a total of 4, the original, plus the second one that we made, the third one, and the fourth one. And if I'm on the third, I can hit free transform, and I can shrink it down, I can move it over, I can right click on it and flip it horizontally so it's pointing in the other direction. I can hit return so that it stays where I want it to. Let's go up to this one, and I'm going to hit Command T on this one. I'm going to drag it over, and I'm going to rotate it up, and I'm going to place it here, and then I'm going to make it even bigger, and I'm going to hit return. So that is a very simple way to manipulate an image. Check in on the next video where I have a way of combining 2 images.